right, well, here we go.
All right. Are we ready?
I think we're ready. Are we ready? Wait,
Right,
you ready? All right.
right.
Ah,
Yep. Hello.
fantastic. All right, you sit back up and don't knock over the bag.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
bag.
it's almost Halloween.
The back. It's almost Halloween.
Almost Halloween.
Oh.
We're knocking stuff over. Howdy, y'all. I'm Mr. Holga,
And I'm Todd Puckett.
and this is Don's Used Photo, and here we are again,
Yep.
having another exciting day. It's cold and drizzly outside, but
Yes. Cold and drizzly. Long sleeve shirt. And my first day to wear this. So, brand new shirt. First day to wear it.
exactly. Oh,
Yeah.
brand new.
Brand new, brand
Never
new.
even been through the washer. I like that.
Yeah. No, it's been through the washer. We wash everything before we wear them the first time.
Oh, okay.
We're one of those kind of families.
Exactly. All right. So we got, first of all, I'd like to start out with a couple of corrections.
Yes.
So in case I upset anybody, first of all, the little girl's name, the teenager, you were absolutely
16?
correct. She was 16. You had it on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Greta Thunberg, Thunberg. That's how it's pronounced, or at least that's the letters I saw. I'm going to go with it.
Yeah.
So,
And the Lisa is Lisa.
Lisa Elmaleh. It's
He.
L-E-H. Who? Well, no,
Elmaleh.
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 Oh,
But
well,
you're trying to say he.
Well, see, that's the thing. I talked to her friend Christine,
Oh, yeah,
who's
yeah.
the assistant. That's
Yeah.
what she said. It's an Elmaleh.
Elmaleh. E.
Mhm.
Letter E.
That's what she said.
Okay, you didn't know this show
So-
was hearing impaired. E.
That's why we have difficulty.
We don't always communicate.
Yeah. Well, also we don't rehearse, so I mean, that's why it was funny. I'm watching the last one and going through, and it's all the corrections are going along.
The
as we're
corrections.
talking.
Oh, yes, I do have one more correction.
Yes.
It's ambrotype, tintypes, and ambrotypes. Ambrotypes are the glass plates.
Uh-huh.
Canotypes are something completely different. I just must have lost my mind. I apparently did.
You were out there this last time. Yes.
But you know what? I'm big enough to say I was wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and not that wrong, but I was a little wrong. Poor little Greta.
Greta.
Okay, so I think we're at like our 9th video. I'm not sure if it's 9 or 10. I think
Yeah.
it's number 9.
I'm going to say 9.
And listen, I had in my contract, I said, look, Todd, if we're going to do this, we're just going to do this stuff off the cuff. We're just going to have a little fun. We're going to enjoy ourselves, or we're not going to do this. My second requirement.
Second requirement.
I said,
Yes, he did.
I wanted mom to make some iced tea for us, some sweet tea.
This is
Sweet tea,
Lipton Southern Tea.
Southern sweet tea. Cheers.
It's sweet, but it's not sugar.
Mm.
So what? Taste it. See,
Oh yeah, this is sweet tea.
it tastes like
It's-
sweet tea,
tastes like
but
sweet
it's
tea.
Southern tea.
It's not.
So,
And of course, you
yes.
have to drink it out of a
No,
jar.
Yeah,
It has to be in a jar.
it is Smucker's.
It doesn't. It doesn't taste.
Mine
the same.
Schmuckers. Yours is probably the mayo.
It's probably the mayo jar. That's probably what I get.
Or it's not. What's the other one? There's Schmuckers and there's Bama. Probably the Bama jar. Yeah.
Very nice. Just
During winter, I eat lots of biscuits with jelly, and so I wind up getting several things like this. The jars.
So, like I said, it was in my contract. I got the tea. I'm happy now.
Finally.
All right.
I'm just grateful he doesn't want a jar of M&Ms and have all the green ones picked out. I'm just grateful for that.
well, I'm not quite Van Halen
No.
yet, so. So this
All
is
right.
our Halloween episode, but we don't really have anything Halloween-y
No.
to really discuss.
No.
We do have a lovely little bag we threw in for some decorations.
Yes.
That's as much as you're going to get out of us. No costumes. This is how we normally look.
Yes.
However, you went to an opening recently, which I find hilarious because he sent me an email saying, "Hey, I went to this opening, which you're going to
Yes.
tell us about."
Yep.
And then tell me what you heard while you're there.
Dallas Center for Photography had the I forgot what the title of the exhibit was, but they've added a new feature to their setup, and that feature is if it's the bottom, the first floor, around 3 walls are hooks that they can put photos on, and so they have an exhibit out.
Right.
And this was the first time that they'd ever done an exhibit like this, and I went to the opening for it, which of course I closed the store down, got everything set up and ready, and then went over because it was right at 6:30 when they did that.
So was this a one night only show?
No, it was the one night opening, and then it's now running, and it will run for a few more days. Then the next the next exhibit that comes up is the Harvey STEIN series. Now, the Dallas Center for Photography is having a 3-day work class with him, which is sold out.
Cool.
But during the time he's there, plus time after that, there will be an exhibit of his photos up for everyone to be able to go in and see. I think it's free.
Oh, okay, great.
But
Super
check
cool.
first.
Yeah.
And this is their second exhibit to have. And so they've expanded out into the exhibit hall. Now, while I was there...
And this was last Friday night, or was it last Saturday?
Last Friday night.
Okay.
Yeah. Last Friday, while I was there, I walked in, I looked around, said hi to Peter and the couple of people I knew. I didn't know very many people there. And a lady came up to me and said, where's Michael? And I go, who?
Exactly. Who?
She goes, Holga. I said, Mr. Holga's, he's not here. You know, he didn't come. Anyway, she thought we would be there together. She thought that we because was wanting to know where we both were and why we weren't.
Yeah,
both
we're not a
at the
couple.
exhibit.
We're more like a duo.
A duo.
A team here.
A team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
but
she said that she watches the videos and enjoys them, and I thanked her for that. So that was first comment outside of the. So
Todd, you were recognized in the wild.
In the wild,
exactly. No autograph.
Actually,
she didn't ask you for.
She
an
didn't
autograph.
ask, about me. She asked about him.
So I hope she thought I was cute.
She didn't state.
Oh,
she did not state that, but I'm sure we can get a comment on that later.
Okay.
Speaking of comments.
Which comments?
Oh man, I tell you what, we'll just make a request from us to y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the comments for the last one.
Absolutely.
20.
We did get a lot of comments on the last one.
Yes.
And however, one person, maybe two people.
No, not just one.
It could be one, but it might be two people. Okay. Owes us a comment because somebody ruined our perfect record. We've had two. Well, I know, but we had 2 downvotes.
Yes.
And,
2 not likes.
And the person didn't say what they didn't like.
If you're going to put negative, then tell us why.
We're all for the downvote. Please downvote but
tell us
us why. Exactly. Yeah. That's I don't know.
I'm thinking it's probably in connection with the inability to pronounce a lot of people's last names. That's my
So you
guess.
think it was Lisa? Lisa downvoted us?
Yes, Lisa.
Or maybe it was Greta. Greta down. She's like,
Greta said,
I am not a Gretchen.
I'm not a Gretchen. I'm a Greta. Which is Chuck. On
Wait,
they're all Gretas.
Or if you downvote because I don't know the difference between a canotype and an ambrotype. So
could be that. There's lots of reasons you could have negative voted us to help us narrow it down.
Exactly. Just narrow it down
so we'll know.
So a comment would be nice.
Yeah.
But we love the comments. It got lots of extra comments on the last video. We certainly appreciated it. We had people just saying, "Oh, well, I thought I was going to be the only person comment." Beautiful. That's great. We loved it. And you know what? We actually reply back to everybody. So
I have even actually signed up to be on YouTube so that I can actually go in there and make comments myself.
How did you do that on your flip phone?
Oh, I had to get it on the big screen on my computer, not the flip phone. The flip phone is sacred.
So you had to fire up your steam-powered computer?
Yep. I had to get in there and pump it, get the electricity going. And
you didn't flood it?
Didn't flood it. Get the hamster, put the little carrot out for the hamster to start running.
Okay, I see.
And then
you see how I treat him?
It's not any normal or different than any of my other friends treat me. So.
Friends? No.
Yeah. I got 3. None of them live in the state.
Well, that was the confusing part. I mean, I'm thinking of all the comments we got and all the upvotes. I'm kind of, which I'm really surprised because I'm thinking both of our viewers, I don't know how they did it.
Yeah.
I mean, we have 2 viewers and we got like 18 comments. I'm like, wow.
Absolutely.
So we had a lot of repeat business.
Yes. We do appreciate that.
We do appreciate it. And,
thanks, Mom.
Exactly. No, I can't get my mother to watch.
Oh. Okay.
Nor my wife.
Yeah.
Because actually, I told Mrs. Holga, I said, hey, Todd and I are doing a video. And she's like, okay. I said, well, would you like to check out the first one? She goes, well, why? I see you every day.
But she doesn't see me.
I'm like, all right, you've got me there. You do see me all the time. So,
Yep.
So sure to guess the jokes.
All right.
So on to the next part here. Or you have something else?
Are we going to do that first?
Yes, we're going to do that first.
Let's see that.
All right. So I always have fun with a little unboxing, unwrapping. I actually ordered myself another Holga.
Holga.
And
Holga.
however, so I can already tell you it's a Holga, but as you can see, it's not in a box. Now, this was the Holga that I wanted to open this month, which I'm not going to get at least for a little, like another couple of weeks, because apparently it's on a slow boat from Japan. So when I get it, it will be fresh off the boat.
Yes.
With the bananas.
It'll be cargo.
Exactly. So essentially, I do know there's a Holga in here, and I know it's a modified Holga. And it does, and it's, of course, I don't normally get things that are just in a pillowcase. So what I need, Todd, is some scissors.
Scissors.
Scissors. Scissors. Scissors.
Oh.
Scissors.
Here we go.
I'm going to need more scissors than this.
Man, that's
again.
Plenty.
Are those lefties?
I don't know. Oh, here we go. How about this?
Scissors.
Hey,
Thank you.
Look. It's baby brother.
So.
All right. No, you'll hold it.
I think I can get this one. Oh, see how easy that was? Don't put trash all over the place.
He litters, buds.
All right. This is the most interesting, because like I said, I normally have never received a camera that was not in a box.
Right. So that could be totally. All right, we got somebody coming in. Pull up.
All right, so we have some innards.
Oh, wow. And they're innards on purpose.
We have a camera you can hold. And we have my
receipt.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Pretty good.
How can I help you today? All right.
All right. So, and we're back.
Oh.
We're back.
Now, okay, I was kind of surprised. These things are still being made.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, I believe they're being made, but not being made by the same company anymore. And so essentially somebody has an older version. What actual model this is? So this is a 120N, but this is...
What are these?
Well, I would show you that.
Okay.
Here, you want to hold that?
Yeah.
Have that lovely bag.
Thank you. Wow.
All right, so this one is
I
actually...
didn't get you anything.
Oh, well, that's sweet of you. All right, so this one's been modded, and it's a little bit tough. So first of all, they put a 46 millimeter thread on here. Ooh, I've got actually...
You got a filter on
I've got a filter on here. I've got a 52 millimeter UV filter on here.
ProMaster.
Exactly. Ooh, only quality stuff.
Yeah.
I have a different lens cap because that will now fit in here.
That's the only metal on that matter. The only metal in the
pretty much. Problem. Let's see. Shutter sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the standard mod is everybody puts Velcro on here to keep the back on.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can pull these down and I can
Voila.
open the back. If I can open the back.
Push that down. Don't you push them down too?
Yeah, but it normally just releases. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So they have also this one has a Velcro cover for so you can protect the film on the very back as well. So, I mean, there's nothing terribly that...
No. Fire it. Where's the trigger? Yeah. All right.
So this is supposed to be set up for a 35 millimeter. Is there some pieces in here for 35 millimeter? No, that's a mask, but there's...
Oh, no, right here. Well, that's part of it. These are this is for a square and for a 35.
Oh, there's the 35 right here. So this essentially is going to go in here. And I might be missing the piece that's for the wind. Well, actually, I'm going to use this for winding.
Yeah.
So take this out. Because this is the 35 millimeter mask. And so in the camera, there's a couple of grooves right here where the 35 is going to go. It's going to slide in there.
That's groovy, man.
Exactly. So this is going to go over here so I can take up the film. And it's just going to be pulled that way. And so essentially, I'll be shooting sprockets with this. Sprockets. And on the top of this, I have a nice little guide here to kind of help me determine how many clicks I'm going to need from one exposure to the next.
Very cool.
Love the little... I didn't know... There's a little arrow up here too.
There's an arrow. There's, what does that say right there, Q? It says FA 135 PL 120. Okay. Oh, I guess it may have different ones of these for different ones of these.
Yep. So this is what I got for a cheap price.
You have one other part in here.
Well, that's another back.
Yes, and it doesn't have a...
Well, this looks to be like the film back because actually it has no window to it.
No window. Yes.
So, once again, I can...
for the 35 millimeter.
35 millimeter.
Yes.
So this way I have nothing to view here. It's completely closed. So I will not be exposing the film here at all.
Wow.
The only thing it really doesn't have is the little holder for the film, because obviously there's a holder for the top and the bottom that kind of holds the
Yes.
film in place. I think that's the only thing that's really missing with this. And I think there's a place nowadays that actually sells those online. So I'll probably have to go pick me one of those up.
See, I didn't think they made these anymore. I thought that these things were totally...
No, well, they don't make this one anymore. They will make newer models, and you can tell the difference because the font for where it says Holga and is completely different. I think it's actually got serifs in it, where this is like sans serif. So that's the difference there. The model I believe that they're still making is this version of the N. Because they went from the Holga S, which was a very poorly designed. It had a lot of light leaks, and they went to the Holga 120N, which they actually improved the light leaks. So there's a lot less light leaks. Then the Holga company decided to say that's it. They destroyed the molds. That was the end of it. But then after that, then a company essentially bought some molds and started reproducing them again.
Very cool.
And so they are making some ends, but you can tell the difference because it doesn't look the same up here at the top plate.
All right. We're going to have another break here in just a second.
Are we? Another visitor?
I know.
This is cool. We're getting so many interruptions today.
I know. And they're actually buying them. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello. People understand. If I don't have something, I send them to other places that may or may not. Or if I don't buy something, I send them to other places that may or may not. I have no problems with.
No, it's a really nice community of there's film development, there's camera repair, there's other shops, there's other stores.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason not to
work
together.
Be friendly.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I've actually taken my cameras to Garland Camera and Repair. They do wonderful work.
Yeah. And there's another place now for digital cameras, Clearview.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Clearview and Richardson. So several places now that do digital camera repair. But now back to what we were talking about. Now the next section, or we were finished with that, weren't we?
We were done with that. So that was my unboxing that was interrupted a couple times.
So rudely interrupted.
But now we're kind of to the big news of the week.
News of the week.
Now we heard it yesterday. Of course, you guys are going to get this next week. So it's going to be a little less on the big news, but it is a super cool announcement from a pretty big film company.
Yes, there's two things. I'll start off with the smaller item first.
Okay.
Smaller item is people who use paper backdrops in this area or paper backgrounds in this area.
Yep.
Savage and Superior were the two companies that made the paper backgrounds.
Savage Universal,
right. And Superior.
I don't know if Superior. I don't know if Superior's got a last name.
Superior,
but I know Savage does. So
Superior sold the entire company, including the machineries that make everything.
Yep.
To Savage. So now all of the paper with two names will be coming from one company pretty soon. Probably early next year, everything will combine. Everything from one place will be shipped over to the other place, and there shouldn't be any disruptions.
No, probably not. No.
But so my recommendation is probably go buy some paper now if you know you're going to be using some, just in case there's any hiccups in the delivery system or anything. But Savage and Superior are now Savage. And owned by Savage. That's the first bit of news.
That's pretty cool. One of these days we need to get Xavier on the show.
Yes.
Yeah, because he would love to talk to us.
Yes. Yeah. He's the Savage. Well, he's the rep for several different companies. Savage being one of them.
Yeah. And
I just placed an order with him earlier this week and should get stuff in, hopefully end of next week. Second thing is Ilford, which I'd put up on my Facebook page. That they were coming out with something dealing with 35, 120, and 4x5.
Yep.
And yesterday.
Yeah, it was a big mystery, although the silhouettes and the question marks. And of course, yesterday they did announce it.
They announced it. And what they have done is they have always, I think not always, but they've had 4x5 ortho film for a long time. They now are taking the ortho film and making 35 and 120 rolls out of it. So,
grab that box.
Past, now, see, I being a person who sits there and goes, hey, I being the person that sits there and goes, hey, I buy it, so I have it, so you can then have it to buy it. This is what I've been carrying, ortho film. I've actually sold several of them.
Howdy.
And now we've got 120 and 35, which will probably be coming out in November. Well, November, they'll get the SKUs on it.
Okay.
So they'll have the SKUs in November. Then we'll probably know, and probably end of November, we'll have the other stuff.
Okay.
But not only do they have that, we'll come back later. Yes. While he's looking at that, we're going to come up with the next thing. The next thing is Ilford is also come out.
Wait.
Hold on. What?
Time out.
I'm excited. This is fun stuff.
I know you're excited, but
Yeah.
you didn't say what ortho film was, and you read the definition.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
So that's right behind you in that little book.
Yes. I've only got one copy of this. They gave me a bunch last time, and I gave them one up, but I kept one for me. So people are going, hey, that's cool. That's great. What's ortho?
So what is ortho film?
Ortho?
It's not for orthopedic surgery.
No, and I'm going to have to do the old person thing here. It's the medium speed, black and white, fine grain sheet film, ideal for studio photography, continuous tone copying, medical and forensic applications.
Now, what I read online is that this film isn't as sensitive to red. So to be much like the wet plate stuff,
Yes.
because so if you have a red complexion, you would actually come out darker. It is more sensitive to blues and greens.
Mm-hmm.
And so it gives a bit of a different look to the film.
Mm-hmm. I've
Which is
actually
pretty
had
cool.
people who bought this from me, and then whenever they take it out and put it in the holders, they don't do it in complete darkness because you don't have to.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so
That's right.
somebody
You can
walked
under
in,
red light. Yeah, that was another thing I read.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can do it under safe light.
So people were sitting there going, "You exposed the film." No, I haven't. So yeah, I remember the customer telling me about it after she'd bought it from us. Right now we have 2 packs of 4x5 left. I'll be right back.
This is the most interruptions ever.
Yeah, I know.
And of course, we encourage people to come interrupt us. But then again,
Yeah.
I know that if they did come in and interrupt us, you'd be like,
I know, and I'm getting autographs too.
We-
Except
we
I'm
never
actually
get
getting
that.
digits. You know, I wasn't get autographs, get digits. Well, I'm getting some digits here, man.
we would not get anything done if we got interrupted. So next, don't show up. Don't show up. Just don't show up. All right. So
All right,
we were discussing the ortho film,
ortho film.
which, like I said, it's a lot like the tin type, embryo type stuff. It's more like that old timey look. So if you've got a red complexion, it's going to make you look a little darker.
Mhm.
It's very sensitive to blues and greens. And as you said, you can actually load it in safe light, which is kind of cool. But obviously, this is in a film version, so we're talking about 120 and 35 millimeters. So you don't really have to worry about loading it in the light, but or excuse me, under a safe light. But it might be able to make it a little easier if you have to get it on some reels or something like that in a safe light environment. So that would be pretty cool. So that was only one of the many items that they introduced.
They're
What
also
else?
coming out with a darkroom starter kit.
Yes.
And the darkroom starter kit, and I probably miss an item or two, but it's basically the combination of Ilford and Paterson. Ilford and Paterson are 2 separate companies, but both are in England. And with both of them being in England, Ilford understands you need stuff like what Paterson makes in order to help their stuff, like what they make, film, sell. And so it works together. So they combine their efforts together. And that is they work and ship it all over together and help with costs and expenses and everything, getting things done. And that's the Paterson tanks, the grads and everything. So they sit there and
Graduated cylinders, day tanks, are they called?
they have the Paterson tank.
Yep.
They have the Paterson graduates.
Mm-hmm.
They also have a stir stick and
Probably a squeegee in there.
no, I don't know about a can opener.
Can opener.
Well, they call
Film
it
can opener. Yeah,
cassette
exactly.
opener.
Now, I really love the kits.
And the kit also has simplicity in with it. And so
the chemicals.
the tank, the reels, the chemistry, the graduates,
Right.
and so it's just a complete kit that when you get it, you go home and you pop the top off. I don't know if it has a changing bag. That's probably the only
Yeah, I
thing.
think that would probably be the one thing I recommend if
Getting
you're
a
going to
changing
do this
bag.
is changing bag. But I've got to work around that at my house. But first of all, I really do love the kits because actually when I started developing at home, I got a kit.
Mhm.
And it had, I came with the Paterson tank and the graduates and all that kind of good stuff. And I still have probably most of those pieces today. I'm still kind of using. And now I've upgraded because I've gotten a larger Paterson tank. So this Paterson tank, it looks like it's going to hold 2 35 millimeter rolls or 120 rolls.
120.
Now I cheat on my 120s. I actually get 2 rolls in there. I can actually, when I put the first roll of 120 in there, I keep pushing it all the way down until it reaches the core, and then I put another one on there. So I will do 2 rolls of 120. Now, because, one of those reels will do a 220 roll,
220 roll,
which is what
two 120 rolls.
2 120 rolls. So I'm not crazy. I do it all the time, but you have to make sure it goes all the way into
him being crazy has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
So it's two separate issues.
Listen, Mark Snaps, Mr. Snaps, you do not need to reply to this one. Yes.
Yeah.
So I've used that tank. I went to a bigger tank, so now I've got one that actually holds 5 rolls of 135. Love it because I can, 5 rolls. I'm still going to develop for 30 minutes.
Yep.
It's just I'm developing more rolls of film.
Yeah.
But yes, dark bag is one of my
Changing
go-tos. Shoot, changing bag, dark bag, changing bag. It's a dark bag. Is it changing bag? Is it dark bag?
Yeah, it's changing bag.
Wait a second. I've never changed my wardrobe in it.
No. That would be a pervert bag.
You see what I have to put up with? All right. So my trick to this is though, is when Mrs. Holga goes to bed around like 9, 10 o'clock, something like that. It's like, well, then I will turn off all the lights in the house. I'll go into the downstairs bathroom and I will just load my film up like the night before.
Yeah.
And then I have my my day tanks, dark tanks, whatever. I'll have those ready to go when I want to develop the next day. So essentially, you can still do it without the bag, but I do recommend a bag because it is very handy.
Yes, it does help. So Ilford's now kind of getting back into the publicity PR blitz stunt by just kind of expanding their existing
line of stuff, an offering. Yes, and Paterson's great. Oh, Paterson with 1 P. Excuse me, 1 T. It's not P-A-T-T-E-R. It's P-A-T-E-R-S-O-N. Yes. So if you go look them up, and I think they're following me on Twitter. I like seeing their stuff that they come out. But yes, it is just the 1 T if you're looking for them.
Yeah.
So all right. So we had the film. We had the kit.
You have a kit. Yes.
They discussed some paper, which we're not really willing. We're not
we'll talk about
we'll talk about that later when it gets here. But the last item on the list, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yes, Kentmere. Now Kentmere is another company, but Ilford owns Kentmere.
Right.
Harman.
Right.
Well, it's Kentmere Harman, but they own Harman. Yeah, owns them, and it's sort of the local version of film but they actually now ship it over here, so we can buy it. Right. And it's Kentmere. Maybe it's Kentmere. Is how it's pronounced. Somebody's going to give us a bad rating for that.
I'll look it up.
It's anyway the film. Now they have basically they've made a disposable camera, but it's no longer disposable. It's a reusable disposable type camera.
Oh, it's about time.
I know. It's going to be inexpensive. They're from what I understand, they're going to sell the camera with 2 rolls of film from Kentmere.
Okay.
And then when you finish shooting them, you can sit there and load other film into it. But I imagine it's probably going to have to be 1 speed because it's just probably going to be a single clip type of thing.
Right. I mean, it's probably going to be just as...
But it's a new camera.
It's probably going to be a lot like a Holga.
Yeah.
I mean, in the fact that, you don't get you don't get a lot of shutter speed. You don't get a lot of focus to it. It is what it is. I mean, lots of people love disposable cameras. Here we have the Fuji. Excuse me?
Flash.
Yeah, so here we have that's the Fuji film with the flash. I thought you had some Ilfords.
I've got the Ilfords over here on this side. I've got the XP2. I'm out of the HP5. I've ordered it. It's going to be on the shipment coming in.
Right.
So
I mean, the fun part about these cameras, obviously they're point and shoots. They're disposable cameras.
Yeah.
However, I think they practically destroy them getting them apart.
Yes, they do.
And so what essentially we got here is a reusable disposable camera, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. And so I carry the film, the color film Fuji. Then I have the XP2, which is black and white but color processing. And I am currently out of, but I also do carry the HP5 disposable camera, and I think the Delta 100 disposable camera.
Okay.
And I'm out of those right now. And I will be, as I am able to add on and expand more, picking up the Kodak disposable cameras as well.
Awesome.
So I will have a very good selection of disposable cameras. Sold a lot of those at the Polycon. I mean, they're great for whenever you're at an event, you buy one, you shoot it, and then just send it off, get it processed, and there you go.
Well, I want the first Harman non-disposable disposable camera when you get one in here, because I want to actually go and shoot that one because that should be fun.
That would be a good photo walk.
That would be if we all got some disposable cameras.
If we only had somebody who could put photo walk together.
A photo walk.
I know.
Photo walks sound like a lot of fun. Do you go?
Is there one in Dallas?
There is one in
A
Dallas.
Dallas Photo Walk?
Yeah, he's actually hinting to the fact that me and my buddy Mr. Snaps, we actually run Dallas Photo Walk. And we did the Holga's in Paris walk Holga Week weekend.
Yep.
And we had a good time. A couple people show up. It was a little farther than we would have liked to go, or else we probably
It's a beautiful little town, though.
It is a very nice little town.
I love Paris, Texas.
It was beautiful weather. We got something to eat. That's always the best. So that's the standard. We go for a walk, about 2 hours worth of shooting, and then we go grab something to eat, which is always the benefit. You know, we always love that.
Love food.
So I think that was pretty much it, wasn't it?
Pretty much it. Yep. The last thing, again, at the end of the film, nobody came in and said, "Hey, we watched it all the way through."
Oh, and that's right. Where's the hat? Where's the hat?
Hat's behind me. But anyway, I still have the hat. So if anybody watches this thing and lives in the town and has to come in, we did have a couple of people who said, "I watched it, but I live out of state." So we actually have a
wait a second,
out-of-state following.
Now, I thought, exactly, we did have a lot of people say, "I wish I was there. I would have gotten the hat."
Yeah.
So, but now I thought you said, if nobody got the hat last time,
you said, but we'll do it,
that you were going to put a roll of expired film in it.
We're gonna have a hat and a roll of expired film put in it.
So now it's one hat and one roll of expired film.
And you got to come in and say,
you still have to come in the store. So
I saw the video all the way through, and I wanted, do you still have the hat and the roll of film? If you ask just for that, you're not going to get any of it. So, because that's the last one. Now it's a hat and a roll of film. So
now, if you ask it while Don is here,
he won't know what
you're talking about. Please take a picture of the look on his face. He's going to be so confused. Because I don't think he watches all the way.
And he'll go up and turn up his hearing aid.
He will.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What did you say?
He will look so confused. So video him if you ask him the question, and he'll be like, "Huh?"
So this is the end of our current one.
Yeah, this is the end of the. This is the end.
Salute.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So as usual, please, everybody.
And if you hit the dislike button, tell us why.
Oh yes, tell us why. All right. So as usual. Please share, like, comment, tell a friend,
laugh at us,
exactly,
laugh with us.
We'll take your comments, upvote us, downvote us, either way you want to go, just
vote us.
Exactly. So we will see you all next time.
Yeah.
All right.
Ciao, baby.
There you go. It'd be funny if the phone rang just right now.
Nope. It's not.
It's just one more phone to ring.
Oh no.